You are heavily misunderstood, and we're gonna find out why. I feel like a lot of people are dedicated to misunderstanding you, but there's also people who just like misunderstand you just in general. So we're just gonna find out what that's all about. We have the world card here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're kind of like this free spirited person, okay? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that because they are used to people kind of like, fitting fitting inside a specific box. Okay, a lot of people are used to people of like archetypes of people. Okay, you are not an archetype of a specific person. You're kind of like your own being. Like you're independent. You are multifaceted, multi-talented. So if people have a hard time fitting you into a box, we have the world card, and then we also have the king of wands. Okay, which is interesting because it's like people see this energy on you, but they also see this energy on you as well, and this energy as well. So all this energy together, obviously it's going to be someone who could be arrogant, someone who has a really big ego. Because imagine having all of this within you and you're kind of like just down to earth, genuine, which is like rare. Okay, so that's another thing. You are rare. So a lot of people are not going to understand you because they have never seen someone like you before. They have never been around someone like you. You could do all the things or have all the attributes of a person who should have a big ego, who should be arrogant. And maybe you do walk with confidence, but it's mistaken for arrogance, because people, see this on you and they think, okay, like they're confident, they must be arrogant. But that's like really kind of not the case here. It's like you have all this, but it's like you're down to earth and you're a genuine person, which has people kind of like in a frenzy. And I feel like people kind of like force you to be put into this box, because like they, there's probably they want you to fit like a specific narrative that they have about you, or a specific version of you that they want you to fit into. But I feel like you are just kind of like breaking out of each and every box that people try to put you in. So I feel like that's also another reason why people like are dedicated to misunderstanding you, because like they want you to fit a specific narrative about yourself. Okay, we have the page of wands and the hanged man here. Yeah, I feel like you changed, or you're currently changing a lot of people's perspective now on specific people. It could be like a specific demographic as well. So let's say that like you could be like, let's, for example, you could be like kind of like a woman, but then like you're kind of in a male dominated field. Like a lot of people probably in that male dominated field, or a lot of people around you who are seeing you go into a male dominated field, are kind of like like you're not gonna be able to make it, like you're like, why are you doing this, like you're gonna fail, da 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 da. But then like it turns out that you could be like the, or you're the top person in that field, and then a lot of people are kind of like, what, like that doesn't make sense, like you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. But it's like, no, it's like I can be this and also be that, you know what I mean? Like you're not just like one dimensional. So I feel like this puts like a really heavy target on your back. Okay, because I feel like people just watch you heavily on social media, probably in person as well, and they watch you because they're trying to kind of like understand you, or they're trying to kind of like, they're like studying you basically, because they're just trying to see like what, like how you were able to do what you do and be who you are. Okay, but let's see what else. Why are people... Ooh, you have the Six of Pentacles here. This is what I'm talking about earlier. Like, this is like the energy that you have. Like you're very genuine, you're very kind, you're generous as well. You like giving to people, but at the same time, it's like either your outer appearance or like your lifestyle. It's like you should be like kind of like a superficial person, because like, remember we have the Star earlier, we have the King of Wands. So it's kind of like you have that like energy about yourself of like, you're living like a rock star, you look like a rock star, but it's like you're acting like as if you were like Jesus or something like that. I don't know how to explain it. It's like polar opposites. Let's see. You have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Empress here as well, that wanted to come out as well. So the Three of Pentacles is all about collabing. It's all about coming together with people and, like working together and everything like that. But we also have the Empress here. So I feel like people also misunderstand you because I feel like you have this Empress energy, which is someone who's very independent, who can make, something out of nothing. And a lot of people would expect you to just kind of like do things on your own, or not include other people in whatever you're doing, because like you can just do it yourself and you can do it well. But I feel like you like to include other people on in your abundance or in whatever you're working on, because you like to level other people up. You like to see other people do good, which is a rarity nowadays, because a lot of people like to, keep things to themselves, or a lot of people are selfish. They don't like others seeing other people do better than them, or they don't like other people kind of like soaring. And I feel like, you have the opposite energy. Like you have this Empress energy, but you use this Empress energy to help other people and yourself as well. Like you pour the energy into yourself to level yourself up. But then if someone is in your life and they are genuine and they are pure and they're, like there's someone that, you could trust and everything like that, you're going to take that person under your wing and you're going to help them reach the level that you're at as well. Okay, you're going to help them grow. And I feel like a lot of people just like don't understand that, because it's like, why would you do that if you have this for yourself? Because a lot of people, if they had this Empress energy, they would put it on lock and they wouldn't help anyone, and they'll be walking around with their head held high being like, yeah, I got this energy, da da da, but you can't have any, da da da. But you're the opposite. Like I said before, like you're very generous, you're very down to earth and generous, and you like to share, and you like to, like, yes, you're abundant, but you like to share that and spread that abundance with other people, which I feel like that's why you get in trouble a lot in terms of like having people into your, like letting people into, like letting the wrong people into your life who like siphon your energy and everything like that. It's because you kind of have that generous energy. But I feel like, after a couple times and after a couple lessons, you're kind of like, okay, let me just, put this on lock. And now you're very selective with who you are sharing with. But again, a lot of people are just misunderstanding you, because it's like if someone had this energy, like they would never share it with anybody else, because they would just keep it all to themselves.